defenses are crumbling! Have no fear!
Everything that has happened until now is the will of the Armlets. The Armlets have led us to this place.
I do apologize about that, guys. Once again, we're at a main menu where the noise is extremely loud and I can't talk. So we're going to go ahead and get into it again.
Would you tell me a bedtime story? A really terrific one. And a new one, please. No more of your tales about Father when he was still alive. I want a real adventure this time.
Very well, Your Grace. I wonder if you have heard this story yet. A long time ago, there was a great clash known as the War of the Reapers. A foul and terrible fiend set his sights on the human realm and sent armies of demons led by grim, gruesome reapers to conquer it. Into the fray! Never before had the world witnessed such horrid bloodshed. To end that long and tragic conflict, man forged 5 magical armlets in hopes of somehow containing the fiend's hellish power. Twas those armlets wielded by 5 brave heroes that finally vanquished the fiend and his Reaper lieutenants. Much time has passed. Yet now England finds herself embroiled with France in a war that has raged for nigh on a century. What irony, then, that I must call upon the fiend's immeasurable power to ensure that young Henry has a future beyond these troubled times. Minuo fusus forago itaque capio hoc corpus fidelis cum tui navis dominus archum. Ha! Mighty fiend and sovereign lord, long have you cried for your freedom. At long last, on this very night, you shall have it. My, what a surprise this is.
Enough, Bedford. I will not let you pursue this madness!
Oh, won't you now? Your hero days are long over. Feeble old man? Perhaps you should lay down your sword for good.
Not tonight!
No, because you refuse to accept that. Our time's gone.
You were one of the 5. How can you tolerate selling your soul to a monster like that?
Yes, you were a dear friend once, so I will not end your life.
Tis the fiend itself, Prince Henry!
What is all that noise? Huh? What is that?
Henry, my prince, no.
Do not touch the boy. The prince must not be kept from his destiny. Be gone from here.
Bedford, you must stop at once!
I do this all for the good of young Prince Henry. Now he shall finally reign over this world as its true king, for all eternity.
Unfortunately, guys, cutscenes, more cutscenes, which I don't mind. I love cutscenes. What? Sorry guys, so now that we got off, I don't know why it is with me being on the main screen and trying to talk or cut a promo before the stream actually starts and stuff. You know, we normally dive into the game. Normally I spend a few minutes talking to you guys about, you know, whatever is going on in life and about the game itself and stuff. But actually, I'm going to do this dialogue first. Jan, Leon, enjoying the festival? Two pretty girls like yourself must be fighting off boys left and right. Oh no, monsieur, he. That's what you always say. Even as a kid, I knew this game was in French, but in a way, I kind of still, I almost felt like a mystery language to me. Like I knew it was French. Like as a young kids, I knew it was French. But then again, there were some words I'll point out. It just didn't seem French to me. Like keep in mind, I'm like 7, 8 years old when I first started playing this game. So I honestly, I knew, but I didn't know. If that makes sense. That's my daughter. Quick as an arrow. As it happens, I do. Take this herb to the church for me. The oblation. Why didn't you go out with still light out? I've had my hands full enough preparing for the festival. Oh, and while you're out there, find Roger for me. Raja. It's Raja. It's not Roger. It's Raja. And the reason why I say it is because of French. Raja. I would like to talk to one of those dancers at the bottom. This one, to like see him do his share of the work. It's Jean. And yeah, that's another thing. It's not Jean. It's Jean. French is weird. I know a little bit of French because I was planning on taking a trip to Bordeaux, Paris, Not Bordeaux, Paris, Bordeaux, France, a while ago, but life happens, and so I didn't get to go. But I was trying to touch up on my French. I was going to start watching some anime like Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically, one of the ways I found the best way to start watching, like learning another language, is if you actively incorporate that language into your day-to-day life, right? So not only speaking it when you can, but TV shows, music, like that's some of the things I was trying to do. I still can't pause it. I can't. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so sorry guys, just I got to get my 5 minutes of talking out the way before we can really get into it. But for those of you who don't know, we are playing Jeanne d'Arc. This is a game. This is a turn-based RPG set in historic times with fantasy elements and everything. For those of you who don't know, Jeanne d'Arc is a famous French historical figure. She was a female. She was a female. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to get the name right. I don't want to say rebel, but she got famous. I want to say in the early 1400s might have been. You know what? I got a computer right in front of me. Why the hell am I guessing for? Not to mention I did my project based off her. All because of this game, by the way. I don't want to give you guys wrong historical facts and everything. But I do know that she's a famous French historical figure. The reason why is because she was known for her revolts against the English during that time when the French and UK or England was at war with each other and stuff like that. And of course, for those of you who don't know, her real name is Jeanne of Arc. I should have corrected myself there. Basically she was alive from 1412 to 1431. She didn't have a long life. Obviously, the life that she lived. Some of the things that the game does get right is based off the village to where she was born, and also the way she dies and stuff in a little bit. What you guys are going to see throughout the game that as I play is that you guys are going to see like historic context in the terms of some of the battles that we played through. We're going to get to see some of those events happen in game. Obviously, with the fantasy twist to it and everything. But yeah, she was born in 1412. Died 1431. So she was 19. She was very young, but very famous person. And the reason why is because she became well known because of her actions. I was have to say at the time, trust me, I'm not a big person on this, but I have to say at the time because she was a woman that also made her stand out. But basically, the reason why she was really noticeable and why she stood out during that time was because of the fact that she lived during the 100 Years' War, which was between France and England for the French throne. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the heirs. This is what happens. This is common sense. I can't believe I'm giving a history lesson right now. This is amazing. I'm smiling ear from ear to ear with this. But one key thing to note, guys, is the fact that a lot of times during the old Dark Ages, Middle Ages, whatever like that, you often had royal families intermingling with other royal families. So in this case, I think if I'm not, I don't know the details. I'm not looking them up 100%. But I think you had some offspring between. I think it might have been the female heir of the French royal line, and the husband was part of the English royal line. But anyway, they had a kid, and that's where the fighting started. If I'm not mistaken, obviously I want to get it wrong and stuff like that. But just a little bit of a history lesson for the 100-Year War. That's basically how it started, because you often had royal families during those old times intermingling and stuff like that. So either way, their heirs was going to be a royal blood, and obviously depending on the throne and stuff like that, who's going to get to sit on what, obviously it's up in the air. But I can't believe I got to give a history lesson in the form of a game. It's pretty cool. But anyway, getting back to Jeanne d'Arc, this game is based off her story and playing off that historical context. Obviously, there's fantasy elements. Like I said, it's a turn-based RPG. And just to put a little bit of my story in it right quick, I played the game. I played the game back when I was 7 or 8 years old. I had a PSP at the time. For those of you who don't know, I wish I could show you right now because I'm streaming from my computer. I'm streaming from my not desktop, my PlayStation. Why am I struggling? I always do this. You can tell, I'll be a terrible spokesperson or a public speaker. But I'm streaming from my PlayStation, so unfortunately I can't switch my screen over for us since I have a history lesson right now and stuff. But where was I at? I forgot what the hell I was about to say. But anyway, Joan of Arc. The game starts off in Dormany. Like I said, it has fantasy elements to it and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. No, I was going to say I was going to figure out when the game came out. I want to say it was 2007. I want to say it was 2007. I know it was developed by Japanese studio Level 5 or something like that and everything. Obviously, Sony's the publisher. And just a bit of context, I saw the game last year on the PlayStation Store. Like, there was urges of me through my late adult, well, I won't say late adult, through my adult years that I've had since I'm 26. So I've been adult for a few years now, and there have been often times where I wish I had a PSP and I can go back and play classic titles that I once owned. And Jeanne d'Arc is one of those games. Jeanne of Dark is one of those games and stuff like that. I think the game came out in 2007. I don't want to be mistaken. I don't want to be mistaken and stuff like that. Yeah, here we go. See more. Oh, November 22nd, 2006. So I had to be either 7 or 8. I was right, 7 or 8. But like I said, came out on PSP at the time. The PSP to me was the greatest handheld game I ever had. Don't get me wrong, I love my Game Boy Advance SP and stuff, which I'll show you guys something right quick. Like, as a video game lover, passion for it, I love collecting relics. That's what I call it. I love collecting relics. I hope I get my hands on a PSP one day. I want the heavy set still version. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about or not. If you own a PSP as a kid, you don't know. But I would like to get my hands on a PSP one day. But unfortunately, for now, just gonna have to add it to the wish list. But I do have this though. Check this out. You guys probably can't see it because of the blur, but yeah. Fully working Game Boy SP. Like I said, it's my second favorite game. Shout out to a very good person that I once knew and stuff like that. Hope you're doing well. But thank you so much for the Game Boy SP. I still love it and everything. And every time I do use it, it kind of reminds me of you and stuff. But getting back to it, first played the game on the PSP. Loved it. I hated it though because you do have the one of the criticisms you will hear me say early on before I even obviously start playing is the fact that the leveling system is quite sharp. Not on the player, well in a way it is, but also on the enemy. So as we get through the later stages of the game, you're going to see how quickly the enemies level up. Like the early few stages, the enemies are like level 2, level 3. Then all of a sudden, you go from, let's say, stage 5, all the enemies are level 12. You'll go to stage 6 after some story element or something like that, and all of a sudden, the enemies are level 28, level 29 out of nowhere. Like the scaling for the enemies as you go along through the story really get power corrupt really bad. Power corrupt might not be the best word, but anyway, it gets really really bad really quickly. And I'll add the Pokemon logic to the game, which playing this game, you have to basically go on previous stages and just farm. You just have to farm XP. That's the way I did it. I didn't ever find no XP glitch, no bug, no quicker exploit to level up my character. So I literally would have to go and play old games, or not old games, but old stages to level up my characters. Kind of reminds me of those OG Pokemon days where you didn't have no XP share. I mean, before you had it, you literally had to catch a low level Pokemon, throw that Pokemon out for a few seconds, let it take a hit or two, then throw your actual like strong Pokemon in, finish the battle that way, and just grind the XP until that the weaker Pokemon became as strong as your main Pokemon and stuff. But yeah. So last thing last thing I'm gonna say is about Divinity Sin 2. That's one of the reasons why you guys stopped seeing me stream that's one of the reasons why you guys stopped seeing me stream during middle of February, is because, to be honest, it was the game too. It was personal stuff that I had going on with myself, but also the fact that Divinity Sin 2 just wasn't it for me. Like, I tried playing it. I was getting into the story here or there, but I think I was in the middle of Act 2, and I think there was 5 acts totals. I just didn't see myself playing through it. This game is different. I love Jeanne d'Arc. I'm definitely glad I'm doing another playthrough. It's one of those games that I played as a kid. Nostalgia's real heavy hit. It had all those elements into it. The gameplay itself, the story, the animations. Oh my god, I love them. Like, we're gonna have a good time playing this. You guys can see, for those of you who are watching this now, or maybe watching this later on, you guys are going to see the enthusiasm in my face, the excitement and stuff as we get into it. But yeah, just last thing I wanted to say about Divinity Sin 2. Good game. Don't really have nothing to say about it. It just, I didn't click with it like the way I did Baldur's Gate 3. And again, that's the cool thing about trying games. I'm all about trying to be smart because video games as a hobby is becoming very expensive. So I really encourage gamers to be smart on what products they buy and stuff in terms of money wise. Because now don't get me wrong, if you got the money, blow it. You know, obviously at the end of the day, sure, own money, blow it however you will. But if you're someone like me who is, able to afford new games, but not like it's like a every week thing. I might be able to pick up a new game every 2 months or so, something like that and stuff. And everything. Just got to be smart with your money. And I tried Divinity Sin 2, didn't like it. Thing was on sale for like $20, so I'm not gonna be sweating it too much. And funny thing is, I also bought Jean d'Arc the same night that I bought Divinity Sin, so it's kind of going hand in hand and stuff. So yeah, Divinity Sin 2, not for me. It was fun, but I won't be playing through it, and that's why we're getting started on this. But enough of my yapping, guys. I've been straight and talking for like the last 6-7 minutes, so let's get back into the game. And what's cool about it is you see how the screen is. So what used to happen is, like if you go to load and save, so you basically would have like a list on the PSP HUD or UI. You will have like it'll tell you what stage you're on when you save it and all that cool stuff. So for them to port this over to the PS5 and still have that little element to it's pretty cool. I'm glad they didn't take it out, but oh, also watch this. So hold up, where's the camera at? So I hit the big middle button right here. That's the pause button. I hit this button right here. That's like the smaller options button on it's where you could quick save. That's why it comes up like that. Pretty cool. Do you remember when Roger was coming to I can't talk. Fucking Dom Remy. I can't talk. How do you say that? Hold up. I want to know how you say that. How do you say Dom Remy? I'm learning. I like to learning things, even if it makes me look stupid. How do you say the French town of Domremy, where Jean of Arc was born?
Yeah, Domremy. Tiny little place.
Oh, Domremy. I said it right. Okay, so I did say it right. Domremy. Domremy. Jean, do you remember Raja came to Domini? I can't. Parmesan. Oh boy. Remember how hard it was on everyone? Roger never said a word about who he was or where he came from. I'm not going to do it without a French accent, because to be honest, I have a terrible French accent. And the villagers wouldn't go near her for fear of God knows what. I remember. He's certainly made quite a bit of progress, hasn't he? Well, gets along with everyone now. But I never got the sense that he's really opened up. Jean? Leon, look. Alright, I might do the French accent on the names. Only on the names. And now here's the crazy thing about it, guys. Playing a PSP game that came out in 2006. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it kind of spruced up the graphics in some ways and shit. Not really care for it. The game has a great story. You understand the game mechanics to a simple level, but there's also some features that make it really deep and engaging. That's all you need. And as you can tell, they didn't really care too much, because if you can look at the character sprites or the character images themselves, when the dialogue pops up, it still have those pixels in there. Why? Because it was ported over from the PSP. Cutscene.
What's in that bag?
No, Jean, leave it be.
Jean, see? I sound like I said Chauncey. Chauncey.
Oh, Jean!
Right there, I always thought that Leanne had got it on her arm just from the shot, the angle of the shot.
Stay back, Leanne. But your arm is... Look, you might be hurt.
Got that bling on her, baby.
Armlet. What is it? And where did it appear from?
It's an armlet, and it came from the horse.
Huh? What is it?
Hmm? Random ass toad. Didn't even sound like a toad. Yeah, right.
What could be making such a noise? It's in the woods. But that is no animal. Oh, look up there, huh? What beast is this?
The fucking animation team killed this shit, bro. Like, they, like, a simple enemy, basic grunt, but the way it's presented, amazing. And I wish that would be applied to almost not every single enemy in the game, but, you know, especially key elements like you're about to introduce to combat for the first time to the player. Player's captivated right now. I played this game, I'm 26 years old, I played this game 20 years ago when I was 6 years old. Still, same effect, like, chef's kiss. You must fight. Take the sword. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I know who that voice is. For those of you, oh well, I will add context right quick. Who's speaking to me? I will say this right quick. Actually, I'll let it be introduced. I won't say nothing about that element, that narrative element until later on. Stage 1, voice from heaven, victory, all defeat all allies, and all the way you lose. And again, so the way this works, guys, is on underscan. What do you mean by underscan? Oh, I can. Oh, okay, I like that. You know what? I think I might go with the border actually. Visual presets, modern, classic, modern, arcade. I think I'll go with the modern. I didn't really look at these settings at first, guys. Okay, subject to license terms agreement below. I guess this is all the copyrights. Yeah, that's nothing important. I was going audio. No audio. Never mind. I was going to turn down the volume, but okay. So anyway, like I was trying to say, the mechanics are very simple. You have your player characters and stuff. You see the enemies. There are little things you can learn about the comics that I like. So for example, attacking behind the enemy does more damage. Better chance to attack. You have your stats and stuff, and a few other things. Very simple combat, and I love it. It really gets a job done in terms of that. So using the right analog stick, you can look around the map. Obviously, it's a very simple map layout, nothing too advanced. And I like it. Like, it suits me just fine. There's a few games, I want to say, I can't remember the franchise's name. It's a Nintendo franchise. If I can find it, I'll be playing this game for a while, so if I can find it, we'll get into it. But, yeah, so another thing, every time you do attack, you get XP. I think defeating the enemies is like 20 or 30 XP and stuff like that. Level caps at 100 and stuff. But you'll be amazed. You'll think, oh, it's simple when it comes to leveling up defeating enemies. But you'll see how like the leveling gets very difficult as you climb higher, especially for the player and stuff. And that's another reason why, like, once your player turns ends, enemies phase runs two phases make up one turn. Obviously, you know, an enemy then attack. His attacks can reach the orange squares. Basically, this comes when you want to stay out of the enemy's combat or area, stuff like that. I forgot about the red one down there. We want to get Jan as level high as we can. To be honest, Leanne might finish him off, but we'll see. Oh, she did too. And she just leveled up. Like I said, guys, leveling up seems simple at first, but dude, the higher you climb, every enemy, even if you kill an enemy is only like 10 XP, it gets so hard, especially like right I want to say around level 30. I want to say right around level 30. All right, let's see here. He's going to run, you know what, I'll move Jen down here. He's going to run and attack me here. I'm going to wait in this direction here. That's another mechanic. Wait, being able to face which way you want to face when you're about to get attacked. Because I was able to face him that way. Again, tactician, and this is why I love strategy RPG games like. Well, I won't say necessarily say it's a strategy RPG. Yeah, I know how that works and stuff. And everything. But another thing, guys, is burning aura. I don't know if it's when I think. Well, we'll see that mechanic in a little bit, but it's when you go to attack an enemy behind him. You get a better stat. You get a better. Wait, I'm trying to attack. There we go. The red ones are a little bit more tougher, so you know that's the reason for that. But we need to let John get the final blow on this. Hopefully she'll finish with him. Perfect. It should be like 60 XP, right? Or is it gonna be 50? 50. And she didn't level up. Oh, she will. She's gonna level up after this. But yeah, so like just like that, very simple game mechanic, but it's something the player can pick up on very quickly. And like I said, through the first half of the game, like solo file, right? I can show you guys that right quick as well. But that's basically how every battle takes place. Obviously, you know, if you get defeated, there's a little different ending, or there's a different segue and stuff. But Jean, that was amazing. Where did you learn to wield a sword? I didn't learn. I never even held a blade before. I don't know where the strength came from. This armlet, and that voice. Jean, Leon, my favorite character throughout the entire game, as well. Raja, what happened? You're hurt. I was attacked by demons. I scored them. I slew the few I could myself and make my escape. Now, see, here's what I would say, guys. How does Roger know that they're demons? See, I thought about this for a long time. No spoilers for now, but all I will say is takes one to know one. That's what only thing I will say. Let you think on that. You saw them? We killed a few ourselves. What? Until you took out those monsters on alone? Well, not exactly. Arrgh! Pirates in the village. That came from the village. Don't tell me this isn't happening. So here's the thing about it, right? Narrative sense. If you're hearing screams from the village, you can't be that far off. So. But you also got to think you're out in the country as well, you know, and stuff. What I am going to do, guys, as you can see, I did start playing this game back during Christmas and stuff like that. I was bored, bad mindset during that time. I wasn't streaming too much. Cutscene time. But one thing to keynote, guys, is that Dormany is a actual place in France. Dormremy. You gotta say it right, but Dormremy. Yeah, Remy. Papa. Is anyone here? Monsieur. Madame. S'il vous plaît! Someone answer me! No, this isn't real. Mother? Father? And it's a shame. That's one thing I will say. It's a shame that we didn't get to meet Leanne's parents. I think that would have been a good intro. Jean! English officer, like I said, guys, in this video game, in this terms of the setting and narrative elements, the English are still the bad guys. Obviously, they have little going on in terms of using demons and stuff as their forces and all that. Ah. Crazy thing is, I don't think you fight too many actual English officers or like regular soldiers in the game. Jean! Leanne! The armlet. Hold it aloft. Oh no! That voice again. Leanne! Who are you? What do you want? Killed her. There. Run, Leanne. Run. I'll hold him off. Just go. I don't know where she's going, but you know. Jean, it's Roger. Jen? I'm fine. Don't worry. I won't let him fight alone. Like I said, guys, all the battles that does take place are necessary or part of the storyline. I think there's maybe like 4 to 5 battles the entire game that's not necessarily needed. I think they're like optional that you can do. But other than that, majority of the battles that you are going to get into are going to be for that. I'm gonna have Leanne move right here. Only way they can attack is if they come from that backside anyway, so. Huh? Miss? Miss? I'm telling you, I have the worst luck, guys, when it comes to aiming a video game. Even if I play something like Overwatch, I'll miss. Like, it'll be a straight freaking miss. Like I said, Jean is going to be our main character. The only thing I don't like is, again, I can't spoil it too much. That's something I can't do. I can't be spoiling it too much. And you're going to watch Leon's backside. And I'm going to wait. I should have faced. I don't know why I faced you that way. I should have faced you to the right. That's my fault. Take him out, Roger. So you guys are seeing in a second why I have most of the enemies lined up to the left and letting Roger take care of his own little fight over there in the corner. Good shit, Leon, you leveled up. My favorite part, guys. And seeing animations like that, it made me really want an anime out of this game as a kid. I even remember like when I first found out about the internet. I even remember trying to go online and see if there was an anime for this game. The armor. The girl, she couldn't have this power. Where's it all coming from? I can do this. I'm ready. So, with this armor, or her transformation, guys, she has an ability called Godspeed. Every time she gets kill an enemy, she can use her powers to move even more. So, the armlet responds to soul power within points. Basically, certain it's basically like skill points. You gotta wait a few turns to be able to use an amulet. And then same thing about when you do transform, you'll also have. So I have 2 turns with this amulet so far. One thing to note is the fact that one thing to note about the amulet as well is that you do have special skills that you can use with the amulet and stuff, but I think they also take those skill points as well. So, but you guys will see why. Again, it all comes back down to tacticians and stuff like that here on the game and stuff. The reason why you guys the reason why I split my forces up is because I'm going to have Jian basically mow down through these 4 enemies over here, and Roger's just going to hold off on this guy in the meantime. But let's get to work. You can see the power increase. You know, she went from doing like 15 damage per attack to up to 48. I could one-shot all these enemies technically, but the reason why I'm doing it the way I am is because having that little bit extra damage just helps adds on top of it and stuff. Like I said, Jian being our main protagonist, we want to try to get her promoted or leveled up as quickly as we can, for the most part. And like I said, guys, when you transform, just imagine it like, you know, it's an anime transformation where you have all the strongest stats and stuff like that coming together and everything. Your attack, your HP, magical power, all that good stuff. Hopefully I can get behind this knight here. Yeah, they did. Perfect. Can I use a special skills? No, flash of white. I can't use it yet. Okay. And we leveled up again. That's what I'm talking about. Just leveled up 2 times in one mission, guys. But like I said, Ooh. Okay. I see you, Leanne. I see you. Hi, Sean. I'm scared. I gotta be careful. I can't see. You know what? Let me go ahead and take care of that guys right quick before I do something I regret not being able to see. Oh, I mean, not turn my camera off. Let me go ahead and move my camera out the way. So looking at my HUD and stuff like that, bottom right should be fine. That's where I don't have to worry about doing something I regret in terms of what's called. All right. How far can I move right now? So I can't move too far. So we're gonna have to finish this guy here. I just want to try out this ability, guys. I like it. He didn't die? Oh, I was about to say. I don't know what he meant. Oh, he was the one at the end. That's right. Leanne might actually die. I was hoping Jan would have had a little bit more mobility, but I guess not. Let's see if he attacks. It's only 50-50 at this point. Oh, and he's using a special ability. Damn. Damn. Sean, Raja, save me. That's my fault. I shouldn't have had Leanne attack him. Yeah, I know. So yeah, guys, like I said, the power of the amulet lasts every few other turns and stuff. It doesn't last the entire round. Now, spoiler alert: the armlet does have more than one slot on the armlet itself. So that's something I was never able to do. That's something I might do on this playthrough. But I'm assuming there's a certain amount of gems that you can find throughout the entire game. I just never found them. I found like the main ones that you get being part of the story, but I think each armlet had like 3 or 4 slots, telling me, making me think that at some point, the player should have been able to have an entire armlet filled with different gems and being able to transform multiple times in one enemy or something like that. So, or not one enemy, but during a single battle. And Grace, I have dreadful news. I already know they failed. Everything is out of sorts. It grieves me to say, sire. Save the excuses, uncle. It's my fault anyway for sending those imbeciles to do the job. Weak little maggots like them ought to just shrivel up and die. Don't you think? I imagine even the weak have a role to play, your grace. Perhaps wishing pain for this upon them might be a bit hasty. Fine, see if I care. I'm sick of talking about bygones. Tell me more juicy details about my future. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. Now I have, sire. But the next step of your brilliant plan is right on the way. If that doesn't give you sweet dreams, I don't know what will. Oh, I'm too excited to sleep. This is wonderful, kitty witty. It's hard to serve. They're rusty, but they're sturdy enough. Do you love the love of clothing? Thank you. Don't you want to come along with us? Do you want to come along with us? Is that it? Go, Crow. Obviously, he's talking about the damn Toadstool. What if we're attacked by the English before we get there? There's no point in being scared, unless you're trying to prove we're not cut out for the army. Jean, will you please rethink this? It's hopeless. They'll never let you enlist. Something I wish they wouldn't have shied away from, guys, is the fact that he says that because, again, this is during the early days of Middle Ages, 1400s, to where, again, women's role in societies are very, very detrimental, or not, I wouldn't say detrimental, but very, 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 very bland. And the reason why I say this is a sort of leaving that element in is, to me, it adds that realism to it and stuff like that, and everything. And don't get me, I get it. When you're making a game like this and stuff like that, some things can be a sensitive topic and be left out. And either way, now long-term wise, from a narrative element, wouldn't have made too much of a big difference anyway and stuff. Just go wherever you want. Jean. Now if it's something like, if they was to change Jean's entire identity, made her a man, changed her hair color, that whole shebang, then yeah, we would have a problem. She would become John of Arc, then yeah, we'll definitely have a problem, because then you're not based off of historical context no more. You pretty much just made your own character, just stealing someone else's backstory. I have no relatives, no memories prior to coming here. Besides, I can't just leave you two. You know that. I can't take care of everyone if I have to. I have the army. I just hope the English give me an excuse. I dare them. Jean. So at this point, you gotta remember, Jean's still going through a lot at this point, right? She's got the armlet, she's hearing that voice in her head. Cutscene time.
Jean, what now? Jean, what are you going to do? Jean, no! I must go. I cannot lie down when they have trampled our honor. You're right, Jean. We should not give in.
and what we're looking at now, guys, is I wish they would introduce his element a little earlier into the game, just to go ahead and get everything wrapped up in terms of mechanics. So what you're looking at here is the main screen. As you guys can see at the bottom, let me move my camera right quick. You can see that they didn't do too much in terms of modifying the game, because it still says R. So for those of you who don't know, on the PSP you had two triggers. Obviously on the left side it's going to be L, and on the right side it's going to be R. Now on the PlayStation controller, you know, if you haven't played on PlayStation, you have the left triggers again, but L1 is the top one, L2 is the bottom one, R1 and R2. But as you can see on the camera, on the game, it still says R. It doesn't say R1 because, again, the game was ported over from the PS5 or to the PS5, and I think it might have been a PS4 too. And obviously, you know, you just see them, they do a lot of changes to it. But so yeah, so this is the map, right? So, and weirdly enough, you can actually see it shows a lot of the major places. So, it's crazy. I don't know why they would let you do that. So right now we're in Vine Clears, so you guys can't see my hand, but we'll move up into that little castle behind there, and there's a few stages that are missing throughout this little wooden area and stuff. Obviously we'll unlock them as far as we get through the story. But yeah, so this is the entire map. Majority of these locations are either story elements where cutscenes happen, or they're little rest stopping points and everything, but majority of them are battles and everything. But that being said, guys, by hitting triangle, we do go into this sub screen or sub menu where it's called outfitting your troops. So this is where you can go to shop if you're at a location for shopping and stuff. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that because I think I'm gonna have to buy some elements anyway. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll do this because I don't know exactly what I need to buy. Equip weapons and armor. Yes, I know about that. So, like, for example, leather clothing. Like, the screen is very simple. It shows you the stats for all your characters. And by putting on different weapons and stuff like that, it increases their ability. Not ability, but their stats. Right now, I'm focused on these two characters with the buckler. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to buy leather clothing and a buckler for Jean or Leanne. Another thing, guys, is skills. So one of the cool things about this game is so right now I'm giving that flash strike to Jean, but what I like is called soul spirit, right? So there's three if you want to call them elements, or I don't know exactly what you would call them. No, not attributes. I guess it'd be like a faction almost, like, you know, like what faction you belong to or whatever. But in this game you have three, which is Soul, Luna, and Stella, basically off the sky. Soul being sun, Stella representing stars, and Luna being the moon. It's almost a way of it's a rock paper scissors type of mechanic, to where Luna does more. So basically, if I was to put the soul spirit on Jean, she'll do more damage to enemies that have the soul spirit equipped and everything. Or if I had the soul, it'll do more damage to stars do more damage to Luna, so, yes, etc, etc, etc. I always made my Jean a Luna and everything. I've always made my Roger soul, and he can't put it on right now. Equip at level 5. Oh, that's why. And then Leanne has always been my Stella and stuff like that. She's also been my support character when it's all said and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip that for now. Once we get to the shop here in Nefert 2. Alright, my bad, Voncules. I'll be butchering the shit out of that. Voncules. You say a voice from heaven inspired you to defeat the English. What concern of that is mine? Sir, I told you, I want to do all I can to help my countrymen. Now, let me move my camera back, guys, because it is in the way right now. I just wanted to show that little element off from earlier. I want to see the English pay. But, young lady, I hope you can pardon my saying, but a rustic like you in the army, people will think it's a joke. I know what I heard. The very voice of the King of Heaven. He told me the English are to be punished. Captain, a message for you. What is it? From the Dolphin? No, sir. I plead from the commoners. It's Nefechatu. I know how to say chateau. Nefa chateau. Chaton? Yeah, I need to really set for my French. Have your troops to spare? No, sir. You see, in preparation for the Dolphins' next assault, all the garrisons have been deployed. Damn, that's right. I'm sorry, but you and your voice will have to wait. Jean, where are you? I don't have time to haggle with men like him. Oh, wait for me, Jean! That frog's footsteps kills me. Kills me. By your leave, sir. Oh. Send orders to Jean and Bertrand to march on Neufchâteau. They're most likely resting. Feel free to kick them awake. This dude's hair still gets me to this day. Facial structure, he's got like that Admiral Thrawn, not Thrawn, what is his name? From Star Wars, OG series, or trilogy. Can't remember his name. Obviously, you know, his actual character look is different, but... Alright guys, before we head to the next battle, two things are going to happen. First thing I am going to do is I am going to go to the shop, and we are going to, wait, is the shop? I don't know if the shop's available here. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. We're going to buy, those two things that I said. We're going to buy that leather buckler. I just need one, and I need a buckler. And I don't know, yeah, they don't have any other skills for us right now, so... What we can do is we can go to equip, go to weapons and armor, get Jean, Leanne set up right, and we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead, save it here. I don't think this game is going to take as long as Divinity Sin would have took. Obviously, you know, this game is older. Title for a handheld. Normally, I think in general handheld games had a shorter playtime and stuff. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to go ahead and pause the stream here. I'm going to take a 3-minute break, let the dog out and stuff like that, and stuff. And when we come back, we'll play a little bit more. When I come back, we'll play a little bit more, and we'll probably play for another hour or so, and we'll probably play for another hour or so, and we'll wrap it up there. This is actually about as far as I got. Actually, I think I did beat the battle of Neufchâteau. In my actual first playthrough that I was doing way back in like December of last year and stuff, and everything. So I'll be actually caught up like that, no problem. But like I said, I'm gonna play it and ad real quick, guys. In the meantime, I'm gonna step away, use the bathroom, let my dog out, and everything. I do thank you all so much for watching with me and stuff like that as we stick to the channel. In the meantime, please continue to hang out. If you're subbed to the channel, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. And if you're not, please stay through the ads and everything, and we'll be back in a jiffy. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we are back. I do apologize. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Proceed. How dare they? New enemy types. Always my favorite. I need to do something, guys, in the meantime. Next time I'll just play 2K. No! Shetty! Kill them! Help! Someone please! Help! Hold on, I'm on my way. Armor disappeared? No, I have to try again. Ha! It's morphin' time! Why isn't it working? Ugh. Jean! What? I would like to know the details about this character model and how it came to be. It'd be pretty cool. No need for thanks. What? I still don't understand how if both you guys came from the same place we came from. I get Bertrand coming behind us because he obviously had to come down the same path or whatever. How the hell did Jean get behind come that way though? The other things for you, no match for you, my sweet. Jean junior ranks and so just like that, guys. We got 5 people joining our ranks and stuff. The cast gets very diverse during your time playing the game. I will say that. Only problem is the fact that only thing about that is the fact that I guess I can't move in then. But like I said, the cast gets very diverse as time goes on and stuff. Only problem is I think you're set. I think the limit does increase from like 4 or 5 enemies to like 7 or 8 and stuff like that. But other than that, I think you have like up to 20 companions. So it does get pretty high. But as I said, okay, and that's what I was trying to talk about earlier, guys. So burning aura. So if I take one character and I attack from the front, if I can move Jean or someone to behind, and like I'll make a quick demonstration right quick. So I attack this lizard. I was just gonna kick my ass right here. Ow. But can I get the XP on Jean? Yes. Okay. See, Jean, the burning aura basically increases the damage for your attack. So you see how she's almost doing the same amount of damage that she would do if she was transformed, and boom. And that aura obviously switches over to whatever side you're on at the moment and stuff, and everything. One thing I never did was actually play this game like a true RPG, where I should keep my support in the back line, and etc. etc. I was always just having them like I would have Bertrand and Leanne in front of me, and Roger, who to me can play the tank role in the back. I never really was good at placement as a kid. Burning aura. Boom. Don't heal if you can't take the heat. Attack with a burning aura during the enemy. Ooh, got a trophy. I forgot I got trophies of this. Flames of War. Attack with a double stacked aura. I wonder how come I didn't get this trophies. Earning trophies in 2026. Can't believe it. Sometimes the number of turns in the stage is limited. Yeah, so in this stage, yeah, I mean, we already know that. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to attack the guy on the right, but okay. Here we go. Here we go. I might end the stream a little early, guys. I know I have a bad habit of doing that, but it is my first time streaming in over 2 weeks, I want to say. Plus, I already made the same amount of progress that I normally make. That I normally would make. Ow! Leanne, I hope your skill's ready, cause damn. See guys, from 62 to 70, like you'll notice gradual drop-offs like that as time goes on, so. Ah, that sucks. I'm trying not to let anybody die in the process. Bertrand can take the lead on this one. He's not going to do a lot of damage. Just so you guys can see, the reason why the damage that I'm going to get back is about the same that I'm going to hit him with is because Bertram is a Stella character. So because his Orc is a soul, he has an attack advantage on me. I don't know what's the attack percentage increase exactly. I don't know if it's like 22% or 25%. I'm not sure exactly what the values are, but... Do you have your skill? No, you don't have skills. Okay, never mind. Raja! Ah! I thought that was a dog barking at me. If you heard the music, I thought that was a dog barking at me. Like, oh, oh. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Me and me. I said me and me. Me hearing shit. Ooh, I saw that coming. I saw that come. Oh damn, he missed it. Oh. That hurt. Mace to the face. Sound like fucking brick now. Actually, I should let you. You know what? I'll let me do this. Oh, never mind. He can't reach. Okay, I guess I am going to move you over there. And you can't attack through it now, like biscuits and gravy. I'll let Jan get the XP. Never mind. I didn't think Bertrand was going to do that much damage. I didn't think Hinge was going to watch go. Roger just taking no damn beating this time around, bro. And as you can see, me with Jean being a Luna character, Jean being a Luna character, he gets way more damage. I should go on the internet and scour for like 98-year-old forms. Obviously not. They're probably going to be very old, 20 years old almost. But I should go on the internet and scour for some forums to see about character builds. You know, obviously being older now, you got different elements when it comes to playing these types of games, like builds and everything for a specific character and stuff. Obviously, as a kid, I knew what would work for what, like Jean, like having Jean as not Jean, having Roger as a tank character, so having Jean learn, you know, the impale skill, obviously, you know, because he specializes in those types of weapons. That sort of stuff. I'll try to get all my people close as I can. I'm telling you, Leanne's coming in clutch with those heals. It didn't work that time. Huzzah! Ooh, damn. Alright, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm just going to attack him like this. We want to go ahead and wrap this up. Yes, sir. Get them hills cooking, son. I'm actually excited to get into the tougher parts of the game later on and stuff. I'm actually excited to get to those moments and see exactly how it all plays out in terms of heaven grant me power. White ass screen, bro. You couldn't like my whole reflection is just white. I'm like, obviously I can see it in the screen right now, and this is wow. That shit is white. Boom. I don't think I'm gonna reach the guy in the back. That's the only problem right now. As you guys can see, the XP that I get from killing character to character drops off tremendously and stuff like that at the time being. I have to store power in the ammo before it works. Yeah, we kind of caught on to that. Oh, okay, I can attack him already. Cool. Flash of white, baby. You already know. We'll get the final blow on him, and then we can finish the game. Or finish the battle, or stage, I meant to say. I don't know if you can use the skills again. I think you can only use it once per turn. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. But let's go ahead and get this kill out the way, guys, and then we can move on. I do it better, Jack. Not bloody French. Ugh. Did that say 214 XP or 24 XP? Should have been paying attention. That shit said 214 XP. That is crazy. And the thing about the stage spoils per game, guys. Another kind of drop off, and like I said, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the XP mechanic, or part of the leveling up mechanic or system. Is like I said, I think you get up to 20 members in your party. At some point, in your lineup. You got to think 388 divided by 20. That's nothing. Do the math right quick. Okay, 20 go into 38 one time. So you'll have a remainder of 18. You can't do that, so you'll have to have you'll have to carry the 8 over. So now you have 188 total divided by 20. Okay, let's see. So we'll have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So we'll have 19. So we'll get about 19 XP. 19 point do the remainder 8. Actually, we can do the math, right? So we'll add a decimal, so it'll be 19 point and then 19.4 point experience points per person with 20 people. So with that being said, I'm doing math and I'm doing history. Shit, I might as well become a damn teacher. But like I was saying, guys, you have that much XP whenever you get to the late game, sucks balls. And if you're like me, you become very favorite to certain characters, and so and probably part of the story, some characters disappear, or obviously they can get killed off. Obviously, I'm not being a spoiler of who, but it been a possibility. Those characters being like some of my favorite, all that training, like I would train them and level them up just for them to die, and it sucks because then I now have to go and put, like I said, I think you have up to 5 to 6 people in the party even at the maximum level, so you'll have to go and train somebody else, and again, that's where the real grind comes in when it comes to playing this game. And again, I don't think they did a lot of changing to the game and stuff, but all the demons of advantage, not to fear. Oh no, 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 no. I've got nothing left. What? I don't know when he got killed, or when she got killed, but you know. Ah! Maybe a little bit too much. Oh well. I told myself I'll never fail my countrymen again, though English scum. So right now, guys, what you're experiencing is one of the most elementary arcs when it comes to having a hero character is the loss, right? And the prevention of loss. The fact that as a hero, you're trying to stop, you know, crimes or massacres or whatever the case may be, but obviously you're not able to for the most part. None of this would have properly happened. The armlet, that armlet's the thing you got on. I've been using this power to fight, but it doesn't make any sense. Why do I have it? What is it really for? You don't say. Stupid armlet. The moment I need it, it decides to stop working. If I'd just been able to transform in time. Damn it. Shine! I do like the key detail that they add to the character model of her actually having an armlet on her arm and stuff like that. It's something I can't appreciate. There was nothing any of us could do, alright? No, it's not. Go to the city of Nets. What's wrong? The city of Nets. If I go there, will I find answers? John, is it him? Yes. So, historical context, right? So, this can play out two different ways. This plays out two different ways, and this is where, as a novice game developer, I can be thankful for, which is okay. So, for those of you who don't know, I wish I can stop playing the music. Okay, that'll work. So for those of you who don't know, back to Joan of Arc, the actual story of her and stuff. One of the reasons why she was burned. One of the reasons why she was burned is so. Joan of Arc was burned at the stake on May 30th, 1431 at the age of 19, primarily for charges of heresy following a politically motivated trial by pro-English clergy. After helping France win key battles, she was captured, accused of witchcraft and blasphemy for hearing divine voices, and condemned for defying church authority by cross-dressing. For those of you who don't know what they mean by cross-dressing, is the fact that she was dressing up as a male. Those are the times that were, unfortunately, those are the times that was going on back in the day. I just shouldn't even say back in the day. I mean, like literally hundreds of years ago. And again, cross-dressing because she was putting on armor, parading around, actually being involved inside of battles and stuff as a man would. You know, it wasn't very common for a lot of militaries around the world at all to have. I mean, Vikings. You know, you think about not ancient. You think about cultures and stuff like that, and you get into, you know, you're learning about them in world history, you'll see that Vikings and a few other cultures, they had women in their military or warriors and stuff like that, and it was just natural. I think Vikings, I want to say, I don't want to get my history wrong. I can't remember what they were called England, the existence of England, before England like conquered those few territories together. But you had where Ireland is, where you had those people, part of their clans and stuff like that. You had women. You even had women leaders in some situations where they were military leaders and stuff. Same thing about the Ming. I think there was like there. That's one cool thing about history, guys, is that you can actually get excited and learn some facts like that. I think there was even a leader in the Ming Dynasty for a while before her son finally took over some other stuff. But and of course, please don't take what I'm telling you 100% factual. I know what I'm talking about, but to a very, I'll get one key detail right. The rest of like for me, if I said the sky is blue, or I think the sky, well, obviously that's too easy or too whatever. But if I say, oh, I think Jupiter has 60 something moons, right? You can look it up. I'll be right in the sense of Jupiter has a lot of moons, but actual number, probably not. And that's what I'm trying to get at. But anyway. Getting back to the narrative element, what I'm trying to cover in terms of getting back to the narrative element, what I'm trying to cover in terms of her hearing the voice, it actually does pitch on to the real life accuracy of or historical accuracy of her hearing voices and stuff, right? Because again, like I just read to you guys from the history website, that's one of the reasons why she was burned at the stake was because obviously her fighting against English, but also the fact that she was going around saying this is God's will, blah blah blah, and all that, and stuff like that, saying that she actually heard God and this is why He told her to do everything that she was doing, which was fighting against the English in certain battles and some other things. But in the game, obviously in the game, I can go ahead and tell you guys, someone who's played the game, it's not God or any divine figure. I don't know if you guys had saw the intro of the game, but there's 5 amulet wielders throughout the game's history, or the events of the game's history, and one of those voices is a previous wielder. And obviously I won't go into any more spoilers, but yeah. But I think what I want to do, guys, is we should have time for one more battle, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one more battle, and then I'm going to call it a night. Great start though. I technically don't even stream on Saturday. I don't stream on Saturdays. For me to want to stream on Saturdays, tell you something. So wait, does it? Oh, here are two things I will point out though. Right now that my brains is just firing around. One, why does Bertrand and Jean just join us like nothing? Like no other free, like that part's never discovered. And another thing, which is the fact that why is there a shop here at Neuf Chateau if everybody's dead? You get what I'm saying? We only saw the 2 victims. There been a man and a woman, and man jumped off the cliff because he found out his wife was dead. So it's like, who's running this shop? And as you can see in the screenshot, you have like 2 screenshot NPCs, but we didn't see them. So ooh, damn. I want to buy. Oh, I thought they had the I thought they had the Luna thing, but I guess not. I got to buy my girl a Rapture. What do Bertrand? They have leather clothing, but they don't have no bucklers, so I knew they need to buy some bucklers. Now that we're being broke right now, let's see what I can sell. I can sell some sticks. You want some sticks? I know you want some sticks. Let's get some sticks. Like clothing, don't need those. Buckler, we got bucklers. Solar nymphs, that allowed. We probably ain't gonna use that. And I can't afford those right now. Garbage. I'm not selling my flash trade. I'm going to sell my impel. No. I'll sell the witch up because nobody's using it right now. I don't have no characters that uses that. So what can I buy? I'm at a buy shop, right? Yeah, buy. More raptures. Rape. So I got 1 for Jan. I need 1, 2, and 3. I can afford 1. Garbage sauce. I will. We'll put that on Roger and Bertrand for now. I'm going to give this to Roger. Also going to give this to Roger. Soul Spirit. We'll leave what's his name alone. I do need to put equipment on you guys. Buckler. I can't put a buckler on him for some reason. Okay, I bought that for no reason. No, yes. I like this sword so here's the thing about it, right? One thing I would do, guys, is sometimes I would keep, I was an idiot kid, and the reason why I say that is because I would keep the steel sword on some of my characters, just because I liked how it looked aesthetically. I like the actual look of the sword. I didn't like I didn't like the look of some of the swords I got later in the game, and it's stupid, right? Because, you know, you want your characters to be as strong as you can, but I'm like, no, I like how this looks better. You know, it's like, again, a stupid thing as a kid, so. Oh, happy March, by the way. That's one of the things I forgot to say, is that brand new month. I don't know if you guys feel it. I feel excited. I feel rejuvenated. You know, spring's right around the corner. And most of all, I'm just ready for it to warm up. Like, I love, thank God that we all have 4 different seasons to experience different weather and stuff like that. For those of you who don't know, I live in a temperate region of the world, and stuff, so I get to experience all 4 seasons. We even had 6 inches of snow. We had the most snow that I've ever had in my life, this past January, or February, whenever it was, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Loved it, I should say. But I am ready for it to warm up. I am ready for it to be, I'm ready to be able to go outside and be wearing shorts and be perfectly comfortable, because it's a nice 70, 80 degrees outside. So, crow, tee hee hee hee. Cusses. I don't know how to say that word. You gave the toad a name? Well, yes. I think to happen is cute. I sure wish I knew what curse you'd find so nice about long journeys. This is my first one. To be honest, I never wished for it. Cute. Leanne. Don't talk like that. Think about what the English did. Don't tell me you're willing to let them get away with it. Jean, stop it. Huh? Over there, look. One of my favorite characters, guys, right there. And the guy with the pink, light red, pink hair, whatever. Tis, fancy meeting you here. What? The English again? Come on, everyone. We have to save him. Defeating English officer nobleman falls in battle. Obviously, the nobleman being Gillis. Alright, so we're good equipment-wise. We just got to get into the battle, guys, and we'll be good. Yeah, he's to the right. He does have that assistant, so I'm going to need a majority of my forces to push left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Bertrand to the right with Jean, and well, our main three guys are going to go to the left. Actually, I probably should have no, because he'll be by himself for the most part. The rule is known by 3 spirits in opposition. Everyone can call it spirits. Again, Soul, Weak, Luna, Stella, and Soul. You guys already told you guys about this. You know, the events and stuff like that. You can add it to your characters. Already went into that detail. This guy has no chance. He is designed to die. He's designed to die. Actually, you know what? I'll put you this way. Ooh, nice, Jean. Nice block. Nice block. That's what I like to see. Roger didn't level up at all last game. Hey guys, you can see the amount of XP that he's getting, but as soon as he hits level 9 or close to Jean, like the XP cutoff is exponential, bro. Exponential. Alright, I need to get you guys, that tree's in the way, but I need to get you guys, over to Gillis as quick as possible. Also dividing the forces up this way. Let's go! Let's go! Ah, crap. They're running that way. They ain't even try to fight. Yep, knew that was going to happen. I don't think you can save him. There's like, unless you have mods, I don't think there's any way you can save him. Like, literally. To use magic, Cooper degrades and other skills, you need magical power. Again, you already know that. Obviously, I want Jan to get as much XP as possible. So I'm gonna have to attack him. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. If that orc wants to come and fight me, he can come and get me. Roger, you can take the lead here. Jan to catch up with you, and Leanne, you'll fall behind right here. Sucks that the bridge is blocked, by the way. He ain't even trying to fight. He just standing there. That's fine with me. I should have sent John over there. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to heal him. I'm gonna have to heal Bertrand. Do not attack. Do attack him. Attack the 15. Get smart. Smart shit. I meant to put that skill on what's his name too. Fuck. No. Why did that even pop up? Ah, I hope I can heal him. I'm gonna have to buy. I can't attack with him right now, so I'm gonna have to buy some better stats. We got the treasure too, so not too bad. Ooh, 500 gold. All right. Damn it! I meant to put Damn it! I meant to put that skills on him. Shit. I should have had John go over there that way. Actually, you know what? I got it. I didn't think. Actually, I didn't take all things into consideration with Ow. Okay, that hurt. I didn't take it all into consideration when it comes to I didn't take it all into consideration when it comes to the fact that come on, block that, baby, block that, block that, block it. Ow. Okay, never mind. That dude is not moving. He has not moved. He is determined. That's what I'm talking about. That dude is determined not to move, bro. Not to move at all. Alright, depending on which way you are attacked, I'll get behind them and okay. Well, Bertram might have to finish him off. Good shit. Actually, I think I might. Am I going to be able to reach him? I will. I ain't playing no more games. Ah! Gotta hit a Dragon Ball Z effect. My God, she has the same power. Now the cool thing is, guys, is if you don't decide to transform on this stage, he doesn't have that reaction. Well, I just like to sit. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach those two over there, but it'll be alright. They gotta attack me anyway, so. Plus, I'll take the heat off of what's his name. Like I said, guys, the enemy you see even in these early levels. Now that I'm even thinking about it, even in these early levels, you can see the enemies are higher skill than I am. They're all level 8. Some of my characters aren't even level 8 yet. He is obviously, but you know. What I'm fucking talking about. Yes, sir. I'm getting that fucking witch. I'm a killer. I'm telling you, I'm a killer. I'm a killer. Where the pips in the club when you drop that like that? You can literally copy Baldur's Gate 3 mechanics in terms of, and when I say copy, I don't mean everything, but the abilities you can have, right? Like dash. So like one of the problems with this game is, not problems. One of the things about this game is that your characters only have certain movement ability, right? It's like heavier characters, like not necessarily Bertrand. There is going to be heavier characters as time goes on, but I forgot you can change the camera angle like that. But there's going to be characters that are tankier, you might as well say, but they have very limited movement speed as time goes on and stuff like that. And am I going to die if I attack it? Yep, I'm going to die. No, thank you. No, sir. I will... Nope, I'm not going to wait. This is what I'll do. I'll set you up with an aura strike. I don't think I'm going to one-shot you. Ooh! Okay, I lied. I lied. You got one-shotted, bro. Don't go celebrating yet, froggies. Our demon horde is on your tail. Your graves, the good is dead. I lied. I didn't think I was going to crit him. I lied. And you'd level up again. Yes, sir. I thought you did. Oh, well. Oh, cool. Oh, well. Fuck that guy. He got stuck. He didn't want to fight. He's just sitting there. Healing her fireball. Perfect. I can use that skill for, probably, I don't know. Probably Roger. Up she goes. What was that? Oh, never you mind. Are you alright? Yes, thank you. We couldn't get to the person with you in time. I'm so sorry. Where did you get the armlet? Begging your pardon. Excellent work. Excellent work, sirs. Thank you for sending word. Yes, and splendid cough. If you'll excuse me. Well, oh wait, just a minute. This here's the girl in question. You're the maiden then. The puzzle about. You must have me confused with someone else. Tells my sweet. At least you're the man out. Jean, Bertrand, what did you do? Now then, we'll best be out to the castle of Nancy. Only in French lore will you have a castle named Nancy. Hey man, we need to go to Nancy. What? You just made those words up. The Duke is ill. Please take care of while you and your partner have a talk. Or whatever he said. You. And this is what I love, guys. Very limited battles. Very limited, like, actual gameplay. Not gameplay. Yeah, gameplay-wise. But the narrative scenes doesn't take away from the pace and actually enriches the story and moves it forward. That's what I love. Perfect gameplay balance. I forgot about those two damn eggheads. Although the bow and arrow character does come in handy. Wait. Why are you here? My name is Gilles de Raz. Might I ask yours? Jean. This dude's got R, bro. Dude's got R. That's all I got to say. Well, Jean, don't worry. I know how to find you. Huh? I thought he got into a party after this. Puzzle. Step forward. Again. Hey, Grok. Never mind. That's Google. Hey, what does the French term Pucelle mean? Puzzle, or whatever. Oh, I got my volume turned down. Hold up. Nope, I don't. Hello?
Hey, I'm here.
What
What's up?
what does the French term puzzle mean? Pucelle. Hello? Fuck me then. Okay. I guess I will have to ask Google. Hey Google. What does the French term puzzle means? Pucelle.
The term pucelle means virgin or maiden.
Oh.
Historically, it is most famous as a title for Joan of Arc, known as La Pucelle d'Orléans.
La
Would you like to hear
pucelle
more about its
d'Oran.
historical usage?
No. La pucelle d'Orléans. There you go. Made it. I did not know that. I will be stealing that. I will be stealing that and putting it in my future writings. Here she is, come led in a holy armlet. Bro, like, why do you keep doing that? You keep emoting. Your Grace. Whoever designed his ears made his ears a little too pokey. All they had to do was like nip, just take the little eraser, just nip like the top part, so it went so pointy, like his enough. It's real. Yours is a legendary element reputed to have saved the world. It represents an oath that France's future never goes undefended. This armlet told you, Jean. Then I am to say, France. To be frank, I called you here out of hope that you might use the armlet's power to chase the sickness from my body. Your Grace, that's impossible. I know. A few extra years stacked on one decrepit old man's life would hardly change the course of French history. Gilles, the man who was here before, told me as such. He said that? My time has passed. Now that I have looked upon you, I can finally accept that. But just once before I die, I want to see France at peace. I want to drift off conscious clear to the sound of birds. Your Grace. Jean, save France. Do it for me. And do it for all the people of France. Go the dolphin out of that colossal cocoon of his enchanting and reclaim the lands of France from the clutches of the English. You needn't even ask. Save France. Is something the matter? You'll do as I ask, won't you, John? So, another thing, right, narrative-wise. So, the armlet is told her to go to that area, right? Ooh, cutscene. I don't know why I even bother as a kid to say, why is these anime cut? Why are these cutscenes so fire? And Japanese studio, anime, come on now, put 2 and 3 together. Damn frog is sleeping like a damn dog. Jean? Jean? What are you doing up, Raja? Are you alright? I heard you cry out. I had a dream, an awful one. John, what are you? Are you alright? You look terrible. You haven't slept for days. I haven't. How could so? There's so much on my mind. Listen, John. Why don't we go home? Go home. I know even Leanne. It's Gilles. Sorry to disturb you at this ungodly hour. I'll be departing soon for China. Are you coming, Jean? What? Surely the Duke told you. Don't you plan to meet the dolphin? I I'm so angry at the English. All I want to do is protect everyone. I can't think of anything else, let alone of saving France. So long as you wear that armlet, you have a duty. The same duty as the heroes of old. France is counting on you. Besides, France means protecting everyone. I can't do it. Not me. I don't even know how to use the armlet right. I couldn't protect my village or the townsmen or anything. But you can still save France. Somehow I just know it. And you did protect something. You saved my life. I'll be waiting in China. At least I am ready to lay down for my mother France. Jean, I'll go wherever you go. No matter what you decide, I'll protect you. I'll swear. Roger. So, I never even thought about this narrative-wise because normally I have dialogue going on between two characters. But you got to remember that you got characters also hearing these dialogues too, and stuff like that. So, what you got going on with one character is going to be taken into account from another character, just like real life. You know, if your parents are having imagine as a kid and your parents are arguing, right? You're as a child, you're going to pick up on that. You know, you're going to be aware of it, is what I'm trying to say and stuff. But I'll stick with the two of you as long as it takes. Leanne, I'm sorry. And so you see, now what we're seeing is that Jan has been so headstrong and pushing to fight the English and stuff, that she hasn't really taken into consideration our party's feelings and stuff like that. The road to China is long and severe. In time of danger, I trust these two will serve you well. Go on, introduce yourselves. Salut. Nice to meet you. You made a difficult choice, John, and the right one. God be with you. So those two guys that you just met, 20 years later, hey, Colette, don't care for. Do not care for him. It's not a favorite. Won't even bat an eye. Now, the thing about him is that he's like an assassin, rogue, like stealth ranger type of character. Well, I won't say ranger, but stealth rogue character with the daggers. He does do a lot of damage critical wise. So like if he sneaks up behind the enemy, does do a lot of damage and something I should utilize. But even then, he's not my favorite. He is not someone I use. Now Marcel, on the other hand, I like Marcel because I finally have access to a range character and I can really make use of that. But like I said, Colette, 20 years later, and still nothing changed the way I feel about him. I do need to get another Iron Lance. I still can't buy a soul. What the fuck? How many swords do I need? I need one. Oh, I didn't put. No, I need another one. I do already have an Iron Lance. Well, I don't need anything else, and I'll sell this. I do need to put on a buckler, I guess. I do already had an Imperial skin. That would be useful in terms of, but I just need her to be healing, so. Alright guys, what we're going to do is I did go over the limit already, so I'm going to go ahead and help out Roger right quick, him, and Bertrand. Actually, I guess he can't. Oh, I only bought one more raptor. Oh well. We're going to go ahead and save it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I did almost hit the 2-hour mark, so I guess it really didn't matter. But I will be streaming. If not tomorrow night, I will be definitely streaming Tuesday. It all depends on how I feel tomorrow. Just glad we got back into it. Last thing I want to point out right quick is, if you guys can see it, the armlet right here in the corner. It does have 3 slots. So again, if this bracelet, I need to shut up. I'm saying too much, but that bracelet goes on to someone else's at some point. But with that being said, guys, going to end the stream here. Thank you all so much that are watching this or is going to watch it. Thank you for the support. Again, I can't wait to play this through the rest of the game, or get through the rest of the game. It's one of my favorite ones that I played as a child on the PSP, and looking forward to doing it again as a grown adult now. But in the meantime, I will see you all later. Take care. Be safe. I love you. It's your boy Tygax signing off. Peace.